What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Bet Records for another Fanduel video here. I got Cole with me as always, here to break down Sunday's matchups as well as Monday night's game for this first week of the NFL playoffs. Without further ado, let's go ahead and pull this lineup up, see who we got available, and see how we want to tackle this week here. Cole, so let's go ahead and take a look at the quarterbacks first. We always like to take a look on the board. Really, there's these six here. Yeah, we got Big Ben though down there if we really wanted, but really we got these six contenders on the board here. What matchup do you see that you like the best coming into this week here, Cole?
Oh,
You know,
either against the Rams or the against the 49ers. Those are the two matchups I like the best.
and I'm kind of honestly leaning towards Brady against Philly, and I know Jalen Tampa Bay's got a decent defense against other teams, I should say, or quarterbacks, I should say, the quarterback position. But just with the weather, I know we talked about that before we started here of this game. It's supposed to be rainy as well, 80% chance of rain, as well as strong gusts of wind throughout the night. We'll see if that changes by tomorrow once that game does hit tomorrow during the day, actually. But who do you think? I don't mind picking Dak here. He's kind of middle of the pack. I think that he has a lot to prove this week as well.
Yeah, I mean, all those quarterbacks are good options.
They really are. They really are. These are all names we would consider as well, any day of the week. I even think Stafford is a pretty good, debation at this point. Kyler Murray, Rams defense hasn't been as good as they should be, or I should say should have been, to start off the year. But, if they're finding their groove now and are having this playoff run, I don't know if I really want to play Murray here. Cole, do we go Dak or do we try Jalen Hurts in that rushing ability this week?
I'd go Dak. I don't like
Dak.
the Eagles against the Buccaneers at all. I think they're going to get creamed.
Yeah, I think so too. Honestly, I don't really like anyone else from the Eagles this week except for maybe Jalen Hurts. If you just want to take his rushing upside, I think he's probably due for at least 15 points just to try to keep up with Tampa Bay's explosive offense there. Kind of looking at the overall board here. Yeah, go ahead, Cole.
Oh, I was thinking maybe Deebo for a wide receiver.
God, do we go Deebo or do we have to grab Cup? We've talked about this week in and week out. I just hate that $10,000 salary, though. Do we save that salary and take Deebo? Yeah,
I think so because think about it. Everyone on the, I mean, yes, Cooper Kupp's like always open somehow, but especially for this playoff game, they're gonna be all over him. They're going to have to use other options. They can't only use Cooper Kupp. In fact, I think Odell Beckham, sneaky play there.
Yeah, we can definitely look at that, or even Van Jefferson as well later on here as well. Both some great contenders. Here comes Mike Evans, who maybe we can pass on for now. Maybe see what we got remaining. Let's look at this running back position here because this is kind of interesting. James Conner is questionable, looks like as well. They do play Monday night, so maybe we can dive into this one to see if it's a little bit better. Again, against that tough Rams, front line of defense. I'm kind of liking Elliott or Najee even in these couple matchups here. We could even look towards Sony Michel, who's picked up the pace a lot since Henderson has gone down for the Rams. I think we got to pick one of these two guys, Cole. I'm personally leaning Najee. What do you think?
Najee. I'd lean Najee as well.
Yep. I definitely like him. He's been proving himself week in and week out. Had another great fantasy week. For some of us, lost because of his great week and ending touchdown to finish that game off during the championship there. But he has been performing very well and a great addition to this lineup here for this Sunday Monday slate here. Kind of keep looking down here. Looks like average per player is 5,800, so we should snag this defense. Maybe take a peek at tight ends and do our due diligence there. There are a lot of good defenses here, Cole. And we kind of know all of these matchups, here as well. There's only a few teams to pick, I should say, again here. I don't think we can pick the Steelers. Can't pick Philadelphia. 49ers are an option always, of course. And then it just kind of is a crapshoot from there. Which kind of teams are you leaning towards? Any?
Kind of like the Bucs defense.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. Go ahead.
It's Jalen Hurts' first game as well, in the playoffs. So
in the playoffs,
I think he might mess up a lot.
It's at Tampa Bay. The weather for throwing. I almost just think it might even be a low-scoring game, if the weather just can be this shitty. So I do like that pick. I think we'll go ahead and snag that one and kind of see what happens there with that matchup. Let's go ahead and take a look at that tight end position. I think Gronk is the way to go here. I do like George Kittle, but with AB out, Mike Evans has been injured on and off. Godwin is for sure out. I know Evans is playing, but I think Gronk is the go-to guy for Tom Brady in this playoff picture here this week. I know that rain is kind of a concern, but what do you think about the other options in regards to Rob?
Go-to option.
Yep.
In the playoffs,
we just
is always go-to option.
Yeah, and especially in the playoffs, you're right. I believe he got a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I'm almost positive last year as well. If not, one of those playoff games to get them into that position there. So if we kind of scroll up here, we got running back, 2 wide receivers. Then we do have that flex spot as well on the bottom, almost 6,000 for average here. We might have to take a little bit of a nosedive here because here's OBJ at 6,200. Here comes Kirk here. Let's see if Hopkins is available this week. It does not appear that he is.
I think Hopkins is out for the whole year.
Yeah, wow. That is not good for that game or Arizona for this playoff game. That is for sure. Do you think that we grab Christian Kirk here being that number one guy? I'm just worried about it going against that Rams secondary, or we could pay 100 more, get OBJ and Collar a day.
I'd say OBJ.
Yeah, okay. Let's
grab OBJ. I think he's going to be a sneaky option.
Yeah, I agree there. Let's take a peek at some maybe lesser names here to see if anyone pops off. We're gonna need some kind of a sneaky play here. Here's Josh Gordon, who's done nothing all season. That's nothing at that point. Because last if you guys watched our Saturday video, we did pick Stevenson for kind of a sneaky play there. I'm hoping that would pay off for us there as well. Looking at running backs, I know we both like Eli Mitchell, but a little bit out of our price range, I think, at this point here. Sony Michel may be a reach, but then we just get to ugly.
Pollard. I don't mind Pollard. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott might take everything, but at the same time, Pollard has his games. They'll probably be on Elliott the whole time anyway, and Pollard's, I still think he's been more explosive the whole year.
Yeah, I know he had that great couple stretch of games throughout here. Yeah, he still does get 6-7 points. He's just 5,700. That's just kind of nuts.
Everyone's expensive in this game.
Right. Especially in these lineups here. Let's go ahead and snag him here. It's not a sexy pick by any means, but passing on both of these Eagles players, I love that all day. I don't like them at all, unfortunately. Don't have a lot of faith with either of those picks there. So with that being said, we do have 2 spots remaining, our flex and our wide receiver position here, both averaging around that 6,000 mark. Cole, do you think we go ahead and take a gamble and grab Kittle here against a pretty decent Dallas defense? Kittle is that go-to target, other than Deebo. We might be doubling up too much there, or kind of taking a dive on this price here for our flex spot. So it's either Kittle or we take a wide receiver, a little bit more expensive. I mean, Edmonds, I don't know.
Williams is injured, huh? What about Schultz? Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, Dalton
Not
Schultz
a bad
might
option.
not be. Yeah, Dalton Schultz might not be a bad option either as well. We don't have anyone in the receiving game besides, Pollard, I should say, for Dallas. About averaging about 10 points per game. Yeah, let's go ahead and snag him in that flex spot. We got 5,600 remaining there. Don't mind that one at all. Hoping we see a touchdown in the end zone there for him. Yeah, here we got AJ Green. Yep. That's what I think we got to go to. Kind of having that conversation about Christian Kirk there earlier. Hopkins is out. Kirk is the number one guy. Again, they're playing against the Rams. This is going to be a hard game to throw against, or a hard defense, I should say, to throw against. So AJ Green kind of being that second option out there, being a veteran option. He's been here. He's done that. Hopefully he can kind of shine in this Monday night matchup. Cole, do you want to kind of run us through our picks for this final, I should say, first week of the NFL playoffs?
We got Dak Prescott against the 49ers. I think it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. 49ers both these teams don't seem to really put up points in as often, and then they do a comeback run at the second half. So I think that'll be a game. Najee Harris for Pittsburgh against Kansas City. I don't know. I don't really like Pittsburgh in general against Kansas City for this, but Najee Harris has proven himself as a great rookie option. We have Tony Pollard for the Cowboys against the San Francisco defense, which, I mean, Pollard's cheaper than Elliott, and I think he might randomly get a touchdown. And then we have the Swiss Army knife, Deebo Samuel for the 49ers, who is just an all-around good option. Odell Beckham for the Rams, because I think Cooper Kupp is going to be complete every single play, and if he isn't, then they just messed up. AJ Green, because that's the second option for Arizona, and they're going to have Jalen Ramsey on Christian Kirk probably, so AJ Green's the better option. And then Gronkowski for T, who is a touchdown magnet in the playoffs, and Dalton Schultz, also a touchdown magnet for the Cowboys. And then the Bucs against Philly, because it's a really bad weather condition game. It's made low-scoring game, or the Bucs are just going to blow out the Eagles.
Yeah, that game I'm super excited to watch as well. There's no way that the Eagles come away with that win. Do you think, Cole, in Tampa Bay?
I don't think so. I don't think anyway. Think about how experienced Tom Brady has in the playoffs and the Super Bowls in general. And then you have Jalen Hurts, who's never even played in a playoff game.
Right. That's, and if you look at the Vegas odds, that's kind of where the whole world is leaning as well. But again, with this weather, who knows what will happen. But you will find out what happens on our Instagram if you do follow us. So make sure you check us out there. We will give everyone updates to every NFL game as they do conclude throughout this playoff kind of run here. Make sure to hit subscribe on our channel here on YouTube as well for more videos like this. And thanks to Cole for joining me as always. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Peace out.